Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another SLA video. Guys, we got another updated tier list for you. That's right, hunters are now being updated. There's quite a bit to go through here, guys. A lot of changes. You guys can see everyone is in here already. Before I even bother with this, I want to remind everybody, content creator program going on, guys. The season is almost over. Get yourselves into the program. It's free. It's pinned in every single comment section of every single video, plus in every single description, guys. You guys can join, get some free codes. I send it out every single day to everybody, and 2 more, I think, on the way. So guys, hit that support button, get yourselves in. It's absolutely free. Now, with the major changes that have occurred in the game with the updates, we're gonna go over this tier list and give you guys the latest and greatest. I just gotta adjust this real quick and I'll be right back. All right, guys, here we go. Tier list time. One of my favorite times to update everything. We're just gonna go ahead and do this at this point. Quite honestly, SR units are now irrelevant to almost every extent. Honestly, I can't even see a reason to use them anymore outside of maybe a BOT here and there. But quite honestly, everybody who is an SR unit has zero use in the game except for the idle purposes and bonds. And you know what? Sometimes some people like to leave them under leveled so they get an easy level up one they can do for a daily here and there, which is honestly viable, but it does take away from your idle rewards. Speaking of idle rewards, guys, if you haven't done so because there was no new level update, go ahead and get your idle rewards back to 0%. I went ahead and did mine. Gave me I think it was 8 reputation levels, so I was able to get some extra tickets and get myself more summoning to do for Liu if you need it, or for the next unit, which is what I'm saving for currently as it stands. And yes, we'll be doing more guides for WOBL and all this other stuff, but let's go over the tier list and cover everything you need to know from the new update that has happened. And a lot has changed, guys, so there's a lot to go through, so let's jump in here and cover this right now. All right, now that we got all of the SRs out of the way, let's go ahead and begin with the C rank. And we're going to go ahead and toss in everybody who's a C rank here and doesn't really deserve much of your attention in every possible way. I'm even going to throw Dung Su down here in D rank because honestly, I don't even think he belongs with these guys. As you know, these guys aren't the greatest hunters in the list, but they still are more viable than our mans over here. Plus, a lot of you guys were asking, hey Payne, who do I use instead if I don't have Yuki? Well, Emma would be your Yuki replacement for the fire team for that fight, because she does offer defense penetration, some pretty decent buffs. So she'd be the one you want to use if you don't have Yuki, guys, because I know a lot of you guys were asking. Stark's another option, but chances are if you don't have Yuki, you may have not have Stark. I didn't want to include him, but those are your best options. Okay, now we're going over to B rank. We're going to put Choi in here. Honestly, Choi pretty much belongs here as well too at this point. I don't even think he deserves that. I'm going to be a lot more strict again, because the more new units they're dropping, guys, the harder it's becoming to be you know, as less strict. I want to be more strict now than ever because of what's available in the game to us, of course, as players, and the new classes coming, and the fact that, you know, stackers or aka infusers are taking over so much. It's hard to give any leeway really here and there at this point in time in the game. Okay, so we're gonna put Harper here. We're gonna throw Charlotte in here as well too, if I can find her. There she is. We'll say the two of them definitely belong in this section. Quite honestly, Gina's reputation has gone up a lot. So she was in the B rank originally. Sorry, she was in the A rank originally. I'm gonna keep her a little higher later. So we're gonna see that change. There was a lot of good buffs happening for fire guys, so we definitely want to make sure we capture that in this tier list so you guys have the best results, right? Okay, so let's keep going here. Looking through here, Libora's kind of losing her sparkle. I think that's pretty decent right there. Okay, so a couple of B's. You know what, honestly, I want to throw Gun He in there as well, but I feel like he's more of an A. So it's kind of like breakers just don't have a place in the game right now, so it's really tough to want to give them more credit than they deserve. You know what, I'm gonna throw Mei Lin in here. I think she's, quite honestly, at this point, if we're gonna be strict, we gotta be strict with everybody. Shuha definitely in here as well too. Mei Yun gets A because she's pretty good at POD. We'll give her that credit. Oh, and Suyeon as well too, right? So I think we're probably right around this spot here. Yeah, I think this is pretty decent for what we're currently having in the meta right now. Okay, A is gonna get a lot more love though, so we're gonna throw Min in here as well too. We're gonna go ahead and throw, let's see, who else deserves an A? Gun He for sure in here. Jinna, I'm gonna give her, you know what, Jenna's pretty damn good. I can't give Jenna. I'm gonna say Kanae, quite honestly, still not good enough really to you know, to stick with the heavyweights. Almost want to say that. We'll put yeah, I think Miri deserves there right now too. I think that's a fair one as well too. Yusuyun actually got a pretty big buff, so we're not going to put it there. So I'll put Stark in here as well. And then I'm trying to see if there's any other breakers that I want to toss in this section. Honestly, Akari, I'd say even as well too. Just again, we're being a little more strict about what's happening here, right? And as I'm going through the list here, guys, I think Hansi Mei for sure is going to be probably B tier. I'd say she's worse than Mei Lin. Forgot about her. And then I honestly here, I think at this point that round, oh yeah, Mini for sure in that section. I think that rounds up everybody I'd want to put in A tier. We might adjust a few people here and there as I'm going through this. S tier, Cha. We're going to throw in, actually, you know what? Alicia, I'll put A. I think Alicia deserves A. She's not as good as Cha, so I'll put her up there as well, too. I think Essel had a pretty good buff. She's much better now than she was before. Fern is going to go SS. Yeah, this is interesting, right? Because right here is where you'd see Christopher Reed. He no longer sits in that category anymore. I'll put Goto in S. I'll put Soren in S. I think that pretty much covers... you know, Yusuyun honestly might be top end S now, maybe even SS. We'll put her in S for now, just for now, because I mean she doesn't compare to the top DPS right now in the game, but we'll put her there. Yuki, I'll put in S as well. I'm trying to leave the top spots, guys. I'm being a lot more strict than I normally am, because I think it's rightfully so. We'll put SS here for our boy SM Beck, the furry version. I think Gina, okay, I'll put Gina right around, I might put her in SS, honestly, as a support. I'll put Gina in SS as a support because I think they're still valid, and I'll put Laura as an SS in support. I think that's a very valid setup. Honestly, I think it's unfortunate to say, but she's losing a little bit of value. So we're going to put her there. Freerin is going to go in SS for sure. And then I think from there, guys, we're pretty much set up for... Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's a fair setup. So that leaves us with the best of the best right now in the game, okay? So we're going to go ahead and start with, I'd say, yeah, Sangil Huan with Igris. I'll say Leonard with Sugimoto. And then we'll say, this is a tough one, Antoine with Thomas. And then Mary with Cha. And then I'll put Elena in between these guys. I mean, Elena can go over here as a support, quite honestly. She's pretty damn useful, but she's not a necessity for the water team. It just makes them way better, obviously. So definitely worthwhile having up there. And then I'd say, honestly, this is crazy to say. Liu, of course, number 1, and Reed number 2 now. Now, the reason why Reed got a crazy boost in ranking is because of all the crazy buffs they provided him. They gave him a dot. They gave him elemental infusion. What his biggest problem right now is, quite honestly, I'll take that back. I'll say Reed's right over here. Let's be real. He's still in SSS, but I'd say right maybe there. I think he's a bit better than Igris right now, but I don't think he's as good as Antoine. I don't think he's as good as Mary or Rieji. But I will say he has improved a lot. Now, why I say this is because Christian Reed's DPS is not quite as good as the rest of them, even though they've done a good update on him. I feel like his wildfire DPS needs to stop relying on touchdown, which is the football move that he does, and I think that's what's kind of holding him back even further than what he should be. So this is my setup here, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments sections. I'm curious to know what your thoughts are. You guys can see it's pretty straightforward what they're going with this, right? All infusers, all DPS are going to be up here. Now you're going to notice a lot of these other DPS that are up here right now probably drop down as soon as more busters come out, and this is going to be realigned and readjusted quite a bit as we go along. So there you guys go. Let me know in the comment sections what you think. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, leave those notifications on, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.